I gave up my dreams for marriage and kids, and now I hate being a mom and regret ever saying I do. Posted by you/primrosy_. I need to say this because it feels so heavy on me. I've been hating everyone and feeling irritated, even when my neighbors talk to me. I try to be nice, but it's hard. I'm 32F, my husband is 37M, and we have twin sons, 8 years old, and a daughter, 3 years old. When I look at myself in the mirror, I feel so ugly. I'm not even fat. I work out regularly and take beauty supplements and herbal teas. I also get monthly hair care, facials, manicures, and pedicures, but none of it helps me feel better. It feels like I'm trying so hard but still look bad and ugly. I used to be a model from 14 to 22 before I got married at 23 and had kids. When I see beautiful models in magazines or online, especially childless ones thriving in their careers, I feel so jealous. Sometimes, I regret getting married and wonder how different my life would have been if I hadn't. I even look at my old modeling photos in magazines, which I keep in my closet, and feel like a loser now. My kids stress me out so much. The twins are so naughty and never listen to me, only to their dad because he's stricter. On weekends, when I ask them to be quiet so I can nap, they'll come into the room, play loudly with their toys, or turn the TV volume up. They'll eat snacks but throw the wrappers on the floor, making the house look dirty and making me so annoyed. I like it when they're at school. My 3-year-old is so clingy. She won't even poop without me there and won't let her dad help her with anything, including bathing. When I send her to daycare, she bites other kids or pulls their hair, even though she doesn't act like that at home. I always get calls from the daycare staff about her behavior. I have to clean the house and cook food for them because I want them to eat healthy. And my husband constantly wants sex. When I say no, he gets angry and says it's my duty to take care of his needs since he works hard. The other day, he forced me to have sex, and when I said no, he started accusing me of cheating, saying I'm tired of him because I want another man. We had an argument, and he even threatened me if I ever cheated on him. At night, he's always touchy, trying to put his hands under my nightdress, and it's so annoying. I told him I wanted to stay with my parents for a week to get some space from him and the kids, but he got angry and said no. When I tried to insist, he got even angrier and told me to shut up and not piss him off more. I feel so suffocated. The kids are always crying or fighting over toothbrush colors, water bottles, and every other small thing. My 3-year-old is constantly clinging to me and wants my attention all the time. I'm so tired. I've tried drinking herbal teas to relax, but nothing helps. I know people might judge me for feeling this way, but I just feel so lost and heavy. What can I do to feel better? I'm just hating them right now. Relevant comments. Commenter. Many people are commenting on all the issues I've listed, but I'm not seeing much about my fear for the children and whether she's abusing them due to her resentment. She definitely needs to leave the situation right now and consider what the children are hearing and seeing from both parents. What a sad situation. Ops response. I'm really tired and frustrated, but I don't abuse my kids. I try to listen to them, I don't shout at them, and I use gentle parenting, but they listen to their dad more because he's stricter. I do everything for them, but when I can't handle it anymore, I go to the guest bedroom for a break, though they still come in. Cannot reach to her family for support and help with the children? I only have an older brother, but he's a single dad with his own kids, so I can't ask him for help. I also can't ask his girlfriend. My mom is old and not healthy enough to handle the twins, who are always loud and playing, or my 3-year-old, who cries whenever I'm not around. It's really hard managing everything alone. I asked my husband if we could hire a babysitter for weekends, but he said no. He told me, "You're home all day, you can take care of our own kids," and he doesn't want anyone else in the house. Commenter 2. Forcing her to have sex is demoralizing, it's not right. She longs for her old life because she is being used and not appreciated. How he talks to her. That's not okay. It creates an unhappy family, it's cruel. I could not live like that either. Ops response. I feel like I'm losing myself in this situation. I miss my old life, and it's hard when I don't feel appreciated. He thinks being a stay-at-home mom is easy and that I shouldn't complain because he works harder. The way he talks to me sometimes makes me feel even worse. It always makes me feel like he only cares about his own needs and doesn't understand mine. Commenter 3. I'm sorry he SA'd you. You said no, and just because he's your husband doesn't mean you have to have sex. I completely understand why you feel the way you do. You have no support, and your husband's a jerk. Sorry, not sorry. He's turning into an abuser, and if you're not careful, he'll start abusing you or your kids. You need space away from him. Take the kids to your mom's, you're an adult, and you don't need his permission. Stay somewhere else for a while until you can see what the real issue is. Ops response. He rarely helps with the kids. Though he never abuses the kids now, I can't just do what I want. He has anger issues, so I don't want to start a fight. Commenter 4. Why would someone settle down, get married, and have a litter of kids if they hate them all? I just don't understand. Your problems sound pretty normal to me. Ops response. I didn't expect to feel this way when I got married and had kids. At first, I was happy and loved my kids. Life doesn't always turn out the way we imagine, and it's been harder for me to handle than I thought. Update 5 days later. I don't know how, but someone shared my post online, and my husband saw it on Facebook. He saw everything related to us and immediately asked if I had written and posted it. I tried to deny it, but he didn't believe me. He got really angry, accusing me of being overdramatic and seeking attention from strangers. He shouted, asking if I was happy now that people were calling him abusive and telling me to divorce him. He even accused me of liking attention from men and demanded to know how many desperate nice guy DMs I had gotten. When I tried to explain myself and stop him, he got even angrier. He broke my phone, iPad, and Mac. Things got much worse from there, but I can't bring myself to share the details, it's too overwhelming and graphic. That night, after everything, he locked me in the guest bedroom. I couldn't sleep. The next morning, he apologized while applying arnica cream to my bruises and said we could work things out, even try therapy, and promised to control his anger. He said he would come home early from work so we could spend time together. The twins didn't have school since it was Saturday. When he left for work, I took the kids, got a taxi, and went to my parents' house, which is 2.5 hours away. When I arrived, I told my parents everything. My mom, who isn't in the best health, broke down crying. My dad was furious. He scolded me for not telling them sooner and called me an idiot for staying in that situation. My dad called my husband, and they had a huge argument on the phone. I didn't know my mom had also called my husband's parents. They showed up at my parents' house that same day, and my husband came shortly after. My brother also arrived during all of this. Things got much worse. My dad and brother were ready to fight my husband, but my in-laws and mom stopped them. My dad told me to report him to the police, but my in-laws begged me not to, saying it would ruin the kid's future if he got arrested. They told me to forgive him and go to couples therapy and even said they would help with the kids. But my dad told me that if I didn't want to report him, I had to divorce him. I've decided to move forward with the divorce because I can't stay in this situation anymore. My husband was furious and told me I would regret it and pay for it. He even tried to take the twins, but my dad stopped him. Before leaving, he accused me of doing this because of another man and kicked a vase near the door before walking out. His parents apologized to me and my parents before leaving. I didn't sleep that night. It's now 6 p.m., and I'm still at my parents' house with my kids. The twins are downstairs with my parents, and my dad is trying to teach them discipline since they don't listen to me. My youngest, Isabella, is sleeping beside me as I write this from my old room, using my dad's old iPhone because I feel so drained. My dad said he would handle the divorce process because I don't have the energy to deal with it right now. I have told my friends what happened, and they're coming to see me tomorrow. This will be my last update. For those who have been DMing me, asking for updates or how I'm doing, I feel better now that I'm at my parents' house. I'll be deleting this account soon so I can focus on moving on. I've also received some hateful DMs calling me a bad wife and mom, saying I mistreat my kids, and even telling me I shouldn't have had children or that I'm narcissistic and entitled. One person even told me to unalive myself. I just want to say this, I wasn't always like this. When the twins were little, things were fine. I was happy, and I loved them deeply. But after my second child was born and as the twins grew older, things changed. My husband constantly accused me of cheating, even if I was just talking to another man. I wasn't allowed to meet my friends, and I had to handle all the cooking, cleaning, and chores alone while still being expected to work out daily to look good. Over time, I started feeling jealous of the models I saw in magazines and missing the time when I used to model. It made me feel even worse about myself, and I started hating my life and my family. As the divorce moves forward, I plan to start therapy and take parenting classes as many of you suggested. Thank you to those who have been kind to me. I didn't know where to vent or let it out in my last post and just did it here on Reddit. Relevant comments. Commenter. I hope you do speak to the police because it will be very important for custody to have a record of the abuse. I wouldn't expect the police to actually do anything, but it will be part of your court filings. At least take pictures of your bruises and any damage you can. Ops response. My brother's girlfriend took pictures of the bruises on my face, neck, and arm. I don't have pictures of the damage to my things at home, and I won't be going back there. I'm still at my parents' house and will be staying here until the divorce, therapy, and finding a job. My parents are stable, So my dad will help pay for the lawyer. Commenter 2. I personally would press charges, but she said she doesn't want to for some whatever dumb freaking reason. I say make the jerk pay, legal fees, child support, jail time, restitution, screw him. Ops response. Reading all your responses, I think I'll press charges against him and seek custody of all 3 of my kids. I know I said I regret being a mom, and it's difficult for me to take care of them all on my own, but my mom has said she will help. I don't want any of his money, I just want to be far away from him. My parents are stable, and I'll try to find a job and take care of them without taking any money from him. Commenter 3. He thinks he owns you. He will use the children to hurt you more. Filing a report will make it more likely that you get custody. Abusive men are extremely dangerous when they have lost control over you. They begin stalking, obsessing, and scheming. Change your passwords, cancel your cards, turn off location, limit your posts, go offline, and protect yourself and your kids. Hug your dad and thank him too. Ops response. I don't have my personal phone right now since he broke all my things during the argument on Friday night. I'm using my dad's old phone, and he doesn't know this number. I won't let him meet the kids. The kids and I are going to continue living with my parents, they have plenty of extra room, so we'll be staying here. My dad has been really supportive, and I'm truly grateful to him.